You guys have some great camaraderie on screen. How was it like building that brotherhood off screen?
It was fun.
Really quick.
It's all thanks to Rick. I mean, Rick Linklater, our director.
Yeah.
He, once we all got into Austin to shoot the movie, we had like 2 to 3 weeks of rehearsal, which we spent living with him.
Mm-hmm.
So not only did we get to, get inside our characters' heads, we also got to like figure each other out. I feel like, the best work comes from a comfortable environment, and the fact that we all got to know each other and become brothers before even stepping foot on set, it just made for like the freest environment possible.
Yeah,
we are everything. We owe everything to Rick. I mean, he's our commander in chief, and he's kind of set the tone for us as soon as we got there. It's a free environment. It's an open environment to kind of like create these new characters, and let's see which one sticks and which one doesn't. But he just made it so like fun to hop into the 1980s and become a part of this project.
How was that like? Because most of you didn't live through the 80s.
No.
How was it going back in time and making it so authentic?
It was a lot of fun, it was a lot of fun, and it was really specific on a lot of occasions. And, Rick was really focused on making sure that nothing crept in that wasn't really specifically 1980 at this time, not just the 80s in general, but this part of 1980.
Yeah, the fall of 1980.
Fall of 1980, and Rick knew, he would say, no, they really didn't come around until 1982 or so. And so, we were really careful, and, we wanted to bring it to life and make it as authentic as possible.
And how was that like? Because I heard you guys he kept you really in line. You couldn't use your cell phones, you had to high five a certain way, even the dance moves.
We
that
could
you guys had.
we could use those.
Yeah,
we
wasn't
could
that
use
strict.
I think we all just
Yeah.
kind of got used to not being on them,
Yeah.
and so we
It was a nice
just
break.
kind of left them alone. But yeah, no, definitely the no high fives and things like that. I think there was one time I actually even heard him give the note of like, no, that wasn't until spring of '81, so that was about 6 months away. I remember that note. I was like, that is insane.
Really?
Yeah.
But he did give us these iPod Nanos with nothing but 1980 music.
Mm-hmm.
We just have those on loop every single night, just listening to him, getting us into that mode.
And he was always there, I think, he'd be there with the slightest, I think it was all about 3% adjustments with Rick. Like if I said, oh, that's sick, and I was trying to improvise, he was like, yeah, you know what, that we didn't say sick, but what we meant by this was this way, and this is what we said, and you weren't wrong for feeling that emotion, but he just wanted you to display it, true to the time.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I also read that he tweaked the script between when it was originally written and after he cast you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see any notable changes? Were you like, okay, now I feel more comfortable in it? Or?
Lots
We
of-
are the reason, I
lots of-
think,
lots of changes,
Yeah, he worked with certain people, he would call certain people into the library or his library and work on certain characters, either expand on this character or work this character into somebody else's, or work this part into somebody else's character. So it was always an ever evolving, ever changing, thing with Rick. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
And and we workshopped with each other.
Yeah.
We did table reads
Yeah.
with Rick and without Rick. At the end of the night, we would always sit around and what can we bring to this scene? And Rick was really open to that, which is an incredible opportunity to have.
I mean, he brought us there to explore things and to find different things, and so that's why we would do some of the reads without him, just to kind of play around and see what we wanted to go through the next day. Because some days we would stay to the script, and some days he would say, okay, throw something out there if you've been wanting to try something, and so we would kind of play with that. And that was really encouraged, which is a really nice thing.
Yeah.
And that collaboration never died, by the way. Even on set, if somebody felt really strongly that this scene might live a little more with this line or with this thing that could be done differently, he was always open, and a lot of it's in the movie. Those last minute ideas.
Yeah.
Right. So 2 things fans are really asking about: the dancing and also Tyler, that axe scene.
Yeah.
That's a topic of the day, man.
Yeah.
How did that come about? What was that like?
Well, that was written in the script, the axe, and they gave me an axe.
They gave him a ball, and he split in half.
Nez throws the ball, Austin Emilio throws the ball, and it ends up in 2 pieces.
I don't believe what I just saw. You know how strong you have to be to do that?
He's so strong. It's just so strong.
Welcome to the big time, boys. Oh, my nuts!
What are you guys really going to take away from working on a Linklater film? Because he's so...
This.
Yeah.
This is the brotherhood that we created.
Guys.
We still
It's
hang
the
out
best
with each
gift
other.
he could have given us.
Yeah.
I think what I learned is the worst thing you can do to a project is holding it tight, somebody just holding it and not willing to be open to anything. Like what Rick does so well is allowing his cast to have so much blood in the water on projects. So I think walking away from it, I'm like, if I ever have the pleasure of writing something and directing it, I'm definitely stealing that from him.
Yeah.
The tactic of rehearsal.
Yeah.
We've danced at a disco, danced the Cotton Eye Joe and kicker attire, and here we are, punks for a night.
Would you guys be friends with your characters in real life?
Probably not.
I think so.
Yeah, your
Be
character
honest.
is more down to earth than all of ours.
Yeah, I hang out with
I think my character would be good in like short periods.
Certain
Yeah, he's
certain
like that dude you
situations.
can only
Yeah.
hang out. Don't invite him today.
Don't invite him too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be friends with mine, but I think with like a grain of salt.
I would fight your character so much. Like,
Yeah,
your-
but you
character's the
take it with a
dude
grain
that,
of salt, though.
Yeah.
Makes everyone
You know?
feel
yeah. Just
underappreciated.
underappreciated.
like, oh great, McReynolds is here.
Great,
Perfect dude
yeah,
around.
perfect.
I mean,
10 out of 10.
Chisel.
I would
Amazing
totally
athlete.
think that he's an asshole, but I would still hang out with him.
Right.
He's
Yeah,
a golden
yeah.
boy, like you said, in short doses.
Yeah.
What about Autry? You guys wouldn't hang out with Autry?
No.
Nah, I don't know.
That was perfect.
Yeah, I said no too. Yeah.